Bonnie's class, this war app I made. Just a simple war game. It'll compare these two cards and give someone a point. So an ace is higher than a 2. So it gives the player a point here. And we can do this a ton of times, just randomly click. And we can also reset it and then start over again. And so this is built in Xcode. You can get it in the App Store. It's only for Macs, unless you're using like a VM or something, and you can download it that way. I'm using it on my Mac. So here, down here, you can change your device, you can change your orientation. It's really easy to add stuff in here. As you can see, we got this little control panel here to show you everything that's going on. You can come up to this plus button up here, and this screen will appear. And then here you can add in a bunch of different little objects. You got labels, buttons, controls, text, sliders. And this is super, super convenient. Makes it really easy to code. So we exit out of that. We can come into this view controller, and we can see all the code we have for it. Here we are declaring some variables. We're declaring the player card and the CPU card, which is the player and the CPU card. And we're scoring their labels here as well. Honestly, this is really simple code. We're just letting the player number. This just picks a random number between 0 and 12. And since we start at card number 2, we are going to add 2 to it. Just so if 0 is picked, it adds 2. And we do that because here in main assets, as you can see, we start at card 2. And if you're wondering why it's 1x, 2x, 3x, this is just for different iOS devices. Like an iPad would probably use 3x, while a iPhone 4 would probably use 1x, and everywhere in between maybe the 2x kind of thing. And as you can see, we go down to 1 through 14, our code here. So again, we add 2. We're setting the image.image with a UI image named card, and then it grabs a number, turns it into a string so we can name it. We're doing that same thing for CPU. And then if the player number over here is more than here, we're adding 1, and we're changing the text to that. And then if same thing, if it's less, we're adding the CPU score, and then we're doing nothing if it's tied. And then the reset function, the button, just sets everything back to 0. Again, super, super simple code.